chosen one, I don't ever get too far. Woo. And my mama said I'm special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga, got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and blessed hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
Hey, welcome back to the Hit Show podcast. We live tonight. Oh man, I know the women. I know y'all about to go crazy tonight. Hey, I know what y'all thinking. Ain't no women on the show tonight. That's right. That's right. It's independent women versus dependent women. You damn right. Jonathan then got some shit started. I'm putting it on him. Jonathan got some shit started with this one. And I can't wait to see what happens in these comments. I got Cyan the Madman. And y'all know, ladies, he's good at getting under y'all skin. He's very good. So we definitely going to get up under y'all skin tonight. We're going to talk about this independent women versus dependent women. All right? So, Jonathan, start us off. Now, this is in regards to men dating these women, ladies. So that's why it's just men on the show. So when we're talking about independent women and dependent women, it is literally how men approach these women and how we date them. I'm going to let Jonathan start off, and then after you, I want Cyan and Man to go ahead and start us off with the independent women.
So to me, an independent woman is not just really all about finances, but it's also about a woman that is she's healed. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's spiritually, emotionally, and financially free. Like, you know, she doesn't have any excess baggage, what do you call them? Stalkers and exes popping up and all this other bullshit. She's not keeping that baggage around. So her independence is a little bit more than, you know, what she financially and what society says that she is supposed to be, because she's her own woman. She's found out that she can love herself, and she's looking for somebody to love her for who she is in her womanhood. Awesome. I think that society, what society does is tell women what they should be, and this whole I'm gonna just share this. Like, the woman I'm talking to now is what I tell her all the time. Like, she's so rare, because there are a lot of females out here, but there are not a lot of women out here. And being able to talk to her, like, I've learned some things. Like, there's a difference between a woman being secure in her femininity. There's a difference between a woman being a feminist. And there's a difference between the two. There are so many feminists out here, because the feminist women are the ones that, I don't need a man for shit. Anything a man can do, I can do. You know, you take the masculinity and you suck it away from the man, and it's what makes you feel like you're independent, but you're not. What you're doing is you are feeling like you are so socially independent, and society is telling you that's what you should be. But that feminist movement is what really separated the man and woman relationship. We don't get married young. Like, my grandparents were married for 55 years. We don't get married young like that, because society is telling you, oh, you got to go out there and be young and have fun, and you got to go out here and experience all this other stuff. But truly, deep down inside, that's not who you are. We know who we are from a young age. We just don't jump on it. You know what I'm saying? We listen to what, you know. One of the things that I found really disheartening, when I was listening to the Breakfast Club one morning, was how somebody was trying to clown KC for saying, "Lady, I would cry for you." Like, you know, we took the love and everything out of this music, and then you have women all around the world talking about singing that, how many drinks does it take for me to leave with you? Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're saying. You're not listening. You're not even listening to what you're saying. You don't want love. You're an opportunist, which it didn't make you an independent woman. Now you're a dependent woman, because you're looking for a man to take care of you. You're looking for a financier. You're not looking for the man that, you know, if the drywall is hanging, the man can put it up. The man can you know, put a light bulb in. He can put gas in. You're not looking for that. You a lot of these females have become dependent women because so many men they can depend on so many different men. If the man that they're sitting next to, if he can't put up a TV on a wall, they can get on Facebook and find a nigga that can. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of these women, they're not independent because they're living off of something else. You got food stamps, you got Section 8, you know, every year you're going out there getting a new car because you're getting your taxes. You're not independent. You're not working for that shit. You're getting money from the government. You're not independent. The house that you're living in, that's Section 8, that's taxpayers' money. If they take Section 8, you wouldn't know how to be independent because you live off the government and off of other motherfuckers for so long. But society tells you that you're independent because you got somewhere to live. You got a car that you can drive. You can get a car you can get a job every 4 months so that you can get the tax money at the end of the year. But at the end of the day, you're not independent.
Okay, let me get Cyan. That's a good take. Let me get Cyan, the madman's take on this independent women versus dependent women.
Well, an independent woman, I agree with him on that. They're not really independent. That's all a fake story, and it's something that is sold to them to break up the family, the unit. A dependent woman is a woman that depends on a man. That's a woman's natural place. I tell women when I get with them that in order for a woman to be with me, she must submit to my will. And every woman act like that's the worst thing you could say to a woman. I didn't see men do horrible things to women. But the one crime that is shunned upon whenever you at Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, or just at a 4th of July barbecue is when a woman say a man is broke. They could dismiss everything when they say he's broke. And women don't even say nothing else to them no more. He ain't got no money, he broke. They'll shut their mouth. They won't say nothing else to them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what he did to this person, did this, he hit me, he did that. None of that really matters. You can get over all that. But when he's broke, he committed the ultimate sin. And by systematic racism being a problem in our communities, that leave us in the catch-20. The black community, the black family own 0.4% of the wealth. Caucasian family own 98% of the wealth. So if you taking a person being broke and disqualifying them when you know that the chances of them having wealth or getting wealth with systematic racism, redlining, illegal inflation, all these things that's coming against us, and you throw that in the pot to disqualify a person, you're sabotaging your situation.
That's the way I look at it with the independent women versus dependent women. To me, an independent woman is a woman that actually thinks logically. She thinks for herself. She's not trying to follow suit on what the other women do and that's trendy. Like twerking on social media all the time. Another thing is trendy is just down talking black men saying you don't need them for shit. An independent woman thinks independently. She has her own mind mentally. That's one nobody ever brings up. People think when we talk about independent women, it means she pays her own bills. Like Cyan, the madman says, no, just because you don't pay your own bills don't make you independent. That makes you a responsible adult. An independent woman thinks on her own and she makes logical decisions about the type of men she deals with. Those are very rare, but to me, those are independent women. Now, some independent women, when they do get a man, know how to be dependent on the man because they're supposed to be able to depend on you. There's nothing wrong with being a dependent woman, but a man rather have a woman that knows how to have her own, hold him down at the same time, and be cooperative and submissive.
Well,
now, those are very rare.
Listen to this, James. Listen to this, James.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I try. Thank you.
Hey, James, listen to this. Yes. I met a woman about 2 days ago, right? And then we text for a while. And I told her, I said, well, look, you know what I think? I think it's about time we talk on the phone. Just to, to talk to each other. She said, okay, I get off work in about 30 minutes. I said, okay, well, just give me a call sometime today. She ain't called me yet. And she probably not going to call me. Because they don't take men seriously. They don't take the opportunity of having a man in their life seriously.
Well, because you got to understand nowadays with women, especially, depending on their body and how pretty they are, no matter where they go to the gas station, they go to a restaurant, they go to Walmart, somebody's going to bother them. And in the privacy of their home, they're just watching TV. If they have social media, they're getting blasted by men. Think about all day long.
All I'm saying is this: you still should listen. I could have 5 women, but if I tell a woman I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna take the opportunity of talking to a woman seriously.
But you gotta
tell you something. Listen, brother. Listen, James. To tell you the truth, women. I asked this on TikTok. Women said they'd rather give their phone number to a homosexual man before they give it to a straight man.
Because they know the straight man just wants sex.
But wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute. You think you can't find men that'll tell you that I like women and I would rather give my phone number to a homosexual female before I give it to a straight female?
Nah, because they
waste time talking to people that don't matter.
But you gotta understand though, they get bothered 24/7.
I know what I'm saying, James.
Listen, I know women personally that try to have regular conversations with dudes, and the dudes take it too far. Then they gotta block 10 niggas a day, 10 niggas tomorrow.
But James, we said this before. That's them simp ass niggas, and that's why it's a difference when you're a man, when you are a man and you are comfortable in your masculinity, you don't do the same shit these hoe ass niggas do. Like right. When I'm with a woman, she's never gonna pump her gas. You're not going to the gas station because that's a praying ground. I know what the fuck is gonna go on there. So I'm gonna make sure I put gas in your car. You're not going to wash your car because it's a praying ground. I know what goes on at the car wash. I'm a man. I do the same shit. I see you at the car wash. You looking good with your ass bent over, trying to sweep out your thing. Oh yeah, I'm at that. You know what I'm saying? So as men, the problem is like they're few and far between of men and women. There are a lot of males. There are a lot of females. But the problem is we have fallen into a society that tells us what the fuck we're supposed to do.
Exactly.
And it separates us from what we know we're supposed to do. And not to be on no racial shit, because I don't want people to think, oh, you're a racist or something like that. What I want Black people to understand is that we take our cue from white people who don't even know where the fuck they came from. You have no historical background. Y'all are still trying to figure out how the fuck we built the pyramids. And now I'm supposed to sit up here and take my cue from you on how to be a man when we came from the original kings and queens. We have never, as Black people, we have never really tapped into where we came from, why we were so successful, why these things were built. We've never tapped into that. What we have done is we have allowed white society to tell us what a man should have. A man has to have a house. A man has to have a car. A man has to have a job. A man has to provide. But providing as a man is not always about you having a house, a car, and a job. That just makes you an adult. And it's the same thing for women. The big difference is the fact that men don't get shit easily. They're very far and few between men that can go out there and get food stamps and get Section 8 and shit like that. But a woman can get that all day. And that's why women kind of look like and try and act like they're independent. But when you really break it down, if you're getting food stamps, you're not independent. If you're getting Section 8, you're not independent. If you're getting help like that, you're not an independent woman because you are not fully functioning the way society actually really says you should be. And the problem, my bad.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. You talking?
The problem is that Going back to the simp ass nigga. The simp ass nigga is that nigga that you know damn well this woman got a nigga at home, and she posts on Facebook, oh yeah, I'm going to I need somebody to change my car. Instead of the motherfucker being a nigga and just letting that chick figure out that the fuck nigga that she with right now ain't shit and he can't do what he's supposed to do as a man, the simp nigga gonna jump on there and be like, oh, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? I got you. I'll come change your tire. What you need? You know, you need a new tire. They gonna get on there and they gonna do that. And what it does is it causes a problem for the man that wants to be the man, because when they leave that simp ass nigga, 90% of the time they go to another simp ass nigga. They don't want to deal with, a lot of women don't want to deal with a man that's a man, because men work. We go out there and we bust our ass and we work. We can do things. We want to have a conversation. We want somebody that we can vibe with, and we can, you know what I'm saying? We want to be romantic with that woman, but it's so much easier for a woman to be with a simp ass nigga because that woman has control.
Exactly.
The simp ass nigga don't.
Let me say something.
That boy,
When you said that a lot of these women you think is independent, let me tell you something. Every woman that I seen driving a BMW or Benz, making a 6 figures or whatever, when I really get down to it, her life is in shambles. She can't even afford, she don't got things organized. It's not organized at all. She barely can make it. She done did something stupid to make it where she's in more debt than she is successful. And then I come along thinking that, oh, she got it together and she's this, and it's not like that. And then I had to take time to listen to her offer me a proposal to contribute some of my funds to help her in her situation. I'm like, you telling me you need money? Yes. How is that possible? You're an accountant. You make $140,000 a year. What could you possibly, money shouldn't be what we even discussing. Why are we discussing money when you make more than enough money? And I find out they do crazy stuff.
Can I say why? Can I say why real quick?
I know where you about to go with it, John. Right before you go, though, I think me and you were talking about this before. It might have been me and you, Jonathan. But it's a difference between the independent and dependent, because independent women, when they're on a date with a guy or they go out with a guy, and I'm going to say this, the real independent women don't just go on dates because the dude's paying. They have to have some interest in you. These real independent women out here are very picky in the men they choose, right? Mm-hmm. So the real independent women, when you go out to eat with them on a date, they're not about to bring up bills. They're trying to see if you're actually worth their time, because they don't have time to waste, because they're entrepreneurs, they own businesses, they have children. They don't have time to sit here. And if you are sitting with these independent women, they're not going to fool with you. Now, the dependent women will. But go ahead, Jonathan. I know where you about to go. I had to say that.
This is my take on what you said. The reason why them females do that is because these simp ass niggas leave with their motherfucking pockets first.
Yep.
They the same little dumbass niggas that go to the bar and you buying a $10 shot of Hennessy, but you pulling out $3,000 in money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby girl, I can do this, and the third. That, you know what I'm saying? Women that are really like independent, their mindset is they have goals, they have dreams, they have things that they want to accomplish. They have a list of things that they want. Independent women know what a man is to them. A lot of the time, what some of the problem is that women don't have a real idea on what a man is. I've run into women who are weirded out because I open the door for them. They don't know how to, when I go on a date with a woman, if I pick you up, I'm getting out of my car and I'm opening the door for you so you can get in the car. A lot of women don't understand that. A lot of women don't know how a man is supposed to walk on the street with a woman because they've never had a man do it before. You know what I'm saying? These women are not, there are a lot of women that are not really seasoned in dating a man because they date these simp ass niggas that really don't, these simp ass niggas don't have no fucking morals. They don't have an idea. They don't have a dream. They don't have anything on how to really actually date a woman. And that's why I've been saying the men and the women are few and far between out here. And when you get to a certain age, you do not have time to teach somebody how to be a woman or man. You don't.
Let me chime in on what you were saying. Me and you think alike. Us three here, I can tell we all had men in our life. We were taught how to treat women. What you said stuck out with me, especially when you're walking with a woman down the street. They don't understand the reason why I'm closer to the cars is to protect you just in case a car come off the road. See, that's how men like us think. We think first our job is to protect you at all costs. Yeah. I'm not only opening up the door to be romantic, I'm making sure you're safe. You're going to get in the car first, then I get in. Right. You don't get out this car till I come around the car, open the door. I'm making sure it's safe. Exactly. And they understand that, and a lot of times they look at that like you weak or you corny, but that's being a man. You know,
you're exactly right.
It gets under my skin when I go to the gas station and I see women. You know, Columbus is cold just like Cleveland. Nigga, negative 20 degrees. There's a nigga in the car, and she's pumping her own gas and paying. At least you can go inside and pay and pump. Why are you letting this woman? And at night in the hood.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Women love them kind of men. I don't know why.
They do.
They love them.
But they love
them. I don't know what that's about.
I'm not gonna say it's they love them. I'm gonna say it because listen, on real shit. The reason women fuck with them niggas like that is because they have control. She could kick that nigga out.
Yeah.
You can't kick me. This is my crib. You can't kick me out my shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Every dude I ever met, like the one he described, they have 3 women at a time, and they all know about each other. And they don't have a problem following in line. I don't know why. I can't explain that.
They comfortable with
women are always lying, so they don't want a man like that. They can't stand men like that, but they be their baby daddies, and that be the dudes that they reproducing for. And then they force their kid to go be around this man every week, so they'll learn how to be that way too. That's how we got the niggas we got now sitting in Popeyes and Church of Chicken, ruining our fucking day.
I agree with that, but I also just want to say, like,
go ahead, keep going.
Women love a good story. You know, these chump ass niggas out here, man, they tell some of the best stories, man. They the best storytelling ass niggas ever because they always lead with, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I'm just trying to get on my feet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do this. I'm just trying to do that. I'm just trying. And women feed into that because they hear the story and they're looking for the outcome. They're looking for that man to become what he said that he was trying to become. And it's never going to fucking happen because why would you come to the table? Why would you present yourself to a woman that has everything going on and a woman that has, you know, that success and these dreams and stuff like that when you don't have shit? You ain't got shit to bring to the fucking table. But at the same time, they accept these motherfuckers because a lot of women, because women are nurturers.
Right.
A lot of these men that they date are their sons. That's your son. He live in your crib. He driving your car. He eating your kids' fruit snack. He playing a video game, baby. That's your fucking son. That's not your man. That's your son.
But listen. What's your name again? Jonathan. Listen. I try to tell women about these men, but I can't say nothing about these men because they got more bitches than me. So how can I tell them? I'm in the barber shop trying to tell them, hey man, you need to stop doing that. You need to stop being that way. And
they got all the women.
They got all the women. They like, where your woman at? I was like, I don't got one. That exactly.
But this is the thing though. You said two things. You said two indicators in that same sentence. You said they got more bitches than you. Let them niggas have them bitches. Because you looking for a woman. There's a difference between a bitch and a woman.
Oh, they have
Nigga,
women too now.
you can
I
have
ain't
all
gonna
the.
lie to you. They have women too. It be women college educated dating fools like
just
that.
Just because they college educated, just because they got money, just because they got something in life, don't make them have common fucking sense. It don't. They still, just because they got all them things and you acquired all these degrees and shit like that, that don't mean you smart in the relationship world. And you also gotta realize, man, this is another thing that you gotta look at. A lot of these women, a lot of these chicks and stuff like that, they started living their life late. Like a lot of these chicks was ugly ducklings and shit when they was growing up. They weren't in lock-ins. They wasn't going to the parties and the clubs and shit like that. So they don't know about the life it was when you growing up in the dating world. They didn't start dibbling dabbling into in the dating world until they got later on down in life. And that presents a problem because now you're trying to figure yourself out when you're in your 20s and shit like that. Now you sitting up here dating this fuck nigga and shit, and you can't even recognize that he a fuck nigga because you weren't in the dating world. But your only thing you recognize is you getting niggas now. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference between a woman, because I'm gonna tell you,
you're absolutely right.
A woman is gonna feed you. She's gonna feed your soul. She's gonna feed your mental. She's gonna feed you. These bitches, they can't feed you shit but a motherfucking a shot of Ciroc and some pussy. That's the only thing they can fucking feed you because that's the only thing they work. You got a crib that I could come to your crib and fuck you in, but bitch, you got a fat ass and you twerk and yeah, we gonna fuck you, but I ain't gonna be with you because you can't feed me. You cannot intellectually, spiritually, and mentally feed me, and a woman can. That's the difference.
And women don't know what manhood is because there's a lack of manhood in the community. Men class fathers teach girls how to be treated by men, but there's a lack of male guidance. Fathers in the black community, I 100% disagree with you, ma'am. Let me tell you why. This man just explained it. Right? So let's make up a percentage. Let's say, and ladies, I'm gonna give you a high percentage for black men. Let's say 30% of black men in the black community don't know how to be a father. Let's say that same 30% of black men don't know how to treat women. I'm going to give you 30%. This is the crazy part about your statement. Those same 30% men is fucking everybody, having all the kids. The other 70% that y'all pass up, knowing that they could lead you, provide and protect, y'all pass up. Women, and y'all choose these fuck niggas, like this man said, the 30% over the 70%. It's not a lack of guidance. It's just the man you choose has a lack of guidance and manhood.
And women have to be, women, y'all have to really like check yourself because these are your choices. Men ain't going out here telling you should be with this nigga. You going out here finding this nigga. Look at how many of y'all homegirls sit up there and post on Facebook like, yeah, I just want a skinny nigga with dreads and a Glock. You ain't even check that bitch like, bitch, you sound dumb. You know what I'm saying?
He can have 10 bodies.
I've had a woman tell me, you work too much.
I've heard that.
And then I'm looking around like, well, the nigga that you with don't work enough because he driving your car, taking your fuzzy steering wheel off your car and shit.
Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. So now you're gonna flip what I said and said men create the mindset of women? That's
a lie.
You got to be
That's kidding. A lie. One of the most vicious things that separated the black community was Oprah fucking Winfrey.
Exactly.
Oprah Winfrey ain't had no God. Oprah Winfrey's never had successful emotions ever. She never had kids. She told y'all women how to raise your kids. She never had a successful relationship. She telling y'all how to have a relationship. She said that a man has to have a house, a car, and a job. These are the key essential things that a man must have, which means she disrespected one of the greatest dads on earth, James from Good Times. We never seen James with a car. They slept in a one-bedroom fucking apartment, and JJ slept on the couch. He was a provider for his family the way that he could provide. So you're trying to tell me that this man is not one of the greatest dads on earth? But at the end of the day, you let this chick, because she's got $1 billion, tell you how to raise your kids, how to find a man, and she ain't never had a man in her fucking life. She ain't never had a kid in her life, and y'all took this shit and y'all ran with it, and y'all created songs about it. You gotta have a J-O-B if you wanna be with me. Y'all women started this whole feminist shit, and y'all ran with it.
Scrub.
It wasn't men that did that shit.
I don't want no scrub. Can you pay my bills? These are anthems.
You got women sitting up there talking about a man, I need a provider. Y'all look at providers like because a man has money and he's paying your bills. That's not a provider. A man is going to take care of your house. Exactly. The man builds the house, provides the shelter for the woman. The woman makes the house. That's why when Big Mama died, the house started falling the fuck apart because she put the love in the house. And when she dies, the love fell out of the house. See, a lot of y'all women don't know how to be wise, and I feel sorry for y'all because y'all's mindset is so societal. Y'all don't have the morals to even be a wife, and y'all don't know how to be a wife. And that's why y'all keep making these comments, because y'all are lost. Y'all don't know how to be a wife. You know how to be a chick, you know how to be a side chick, you know how to be a girl, but you don't know how to be a wife because you wouldn't be making these comments. Men don't create shit for women.
This nigga going in on y'all. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, if y'all disagree, you just ain't listening. Because
it's a war going on.
It's crazy that these 30% of poor men, these men I hear every day on Facebook by women say, these niggas ain't shit, he ain't this. The niggas that keep being able to reproduce with the same women that's talking online. Y'all got a whole hit anthem, biggest song of the year, Fuck Nigga Free. And every broad that love that song got babies by fuck niggas. It does not make sense. Somebody please explain it to me. Y'all got an anthem. Y'all singing the anthem, and the fuck niggas back there in the bedroom.
And they done use their tax money to buy that same fuck nigga, that bullshit ass Challenger they driving around in.
Man, it's crazy. Let me ask you a question. Listen, check this out. I had a debate the other day, and they asked me, I said the word cheating was made up by women. That wasn't a man thing. The word cheating. And women, they keep pushing the line. They say cheating is flirting. If you flirting, you cheating. I said, listen. Men and women see cheating two different ways. To me personally, if you don't have sex, kiss a man, or having oral sex with a man, you didn't cheat on me.
It ain't cheating.
That ain't cheating. But women say if you were just flirting with a woman, you cheating. Y'all gonna push yourself completely out the market. Y'all keep running your damn mouth with no logic. I never had a homeboy come to me and say, I cheated on my girl, but I didn't have sex. Never happened. He didn't say I texted this chick, so I cheated. No, that don't happen. That don't happen.
Men and women in different ways. Men will cheat physically. Now, women nowadays is different. Women now will cheat more physically. They still cheat emotionally, but we get now these women now will just go in, mess with a nigga and not have feelings. Just like us. You know what I'm saying? No strings attached.
Well, a woman looked up cheating. I said, it's a slang word. She said, no, I'm going to look it up. What it means? I said, no, it's a slang word. She said, what you mean? Cheating means to participate in a sport or a competition and be biased and do something to give you an advantage. That's what cheating means. But it's a slang word in our community that women made up when they call men cheating dogs.
And it's crazy.
They made this word up, and now they keep pushing it, like the word narcissist, the word called what else they say? Toxic. All this toxic mean to poison. That's what toxic means. But it became a slang word to describe a man that is mentally disturbed.
But you know what's crazy about this whole cheating thing? It is statistically proven that women are better at cheating and cheat more than men.
But let me just interject in that while we're talking about the cheating thing.
Okay.
Because I want to focus on what he said about the flirting thing. The problem is like, to me, the problem is like most women aren't realistic. They don't have. They're not realistically. They're not realistic. They're more emotional, but they're not realistic.
No logic.
Because at the end of the day, nobody on earth walks up to the ugliest motherfucker in the club and says, "You look like a really nice person. I'd like to date you." Human nature is
I said
sexual.
that.
We are sexual beings. It does not matter what type of human you are. You could be the ugliest motherfucker on earth. You still are going to be attracted to the most beautiful person. If a woman walks past that she's beautiful, a woman might look at the woman. Is she cheating on a man because she's looking at the woman? No. You absorb beauty, because one of the things on earth that we admire is beauty. That's why sex sells everything. Remember back in the day, the Double Mint twins?
Oh, it was bad.
Right. That sex sells everything. So flirting is not cheating. What the problem is like that, and that's why I keep saying this feminist movement from these women, they damaged a lot of women.
They keep
because
pushing women, making them think something is wrong when nothing is wrong. You keep pushing, you keep pushing to destroy the family. You are being sabotaged. They are sabotaging your family by having these women. They let women say whatever they want. You cheating. They say stuff like, I left him because I just wasn't happy. I had to work on me. You 51 years old, talking about working on you, you dumbass. What you talking about? It's almost over with. What are you talking about? And then they say older men shouldn't date younger women. Wait a minute. I never seen a old people a strip club. An old man going to a strip club, he gonna see a young woman and throw his money. He ain't going to the old folks' home and watch an old lady take it off. That's when he settled and she earned his loyalty and his respect. That's why he keep her around. Men are attracted to nice looking women. Stop fronting.
Exactly, and women are too.
That's why these women. They male strip club, be a young man that dance.
Yeah, women got male reviews. All these goddamn cougars out here, y'all 50 fucking years old, want to fuck these damn little 21-year-old ass motherfuckers and shit. Women try and act like they are so different from men. Like y'all still have the same attraction to men like men have an attraction to women. That's why y'all sit up there and talk about it's gray sweatpants season. Y'all looking for shit the same way men are. Women are no different than men. The problem is y'all got in this fucking movement shit. And when y'all got in this damn feminist movement and shit, you got in there with a bunch of angry ass women. And the whole feminist movement started when women were trying to get their rights to vote because they wanted to have the equality of men. And then women ran with it. And the problem is like when you do that shit, you demasculate a lot of men because you sit up there thinking that you could do the same thing that a man can. And I just want to share this real quick because I happened to be part of one of the first groups of service members that when they were trying to see if women were able to go to combat. And so like I tell people all the time, like, listen, I never discredit it at all. Like I was part of the finest fighting force in the world. I was in the Marine Corps for 7 years. Like we hump for real. Like 90-pound packs, full combat load, flak jacket, Kevlar. We humping 25 miles out there. When we get out there, we digging a fighting hole that could come up to your chest with a little ass E-tool. We out there doing raids and shit like that. Women, this feminine movement, they were like, we could do the same thing men can do. We could go out there. These women couldn't do that shit. They couldn't fucking hump. They was in the back of the goddamn truck. You couldn't do it. You think because you a big butch ass chick that you can do the same thing a man can. You can't. That's why y'all stressed out all the time. That's why y'all working 5 or 6 jobs trying to do what a man can. And at the end of the day, you still need help from a man.
I had that discussion.
Hold on, before we get into it, let me get to these comments.
Wait a minute, Jane. Let me say this.
Hold on, I got to get to these comments.
Okay, go ahead.
So if your woman were talking to men or flirting with men, then it wouldn't be cheating. No, we don't consider cheating unless you're having sex. Women, y'all gonna flirt with men. We're all human. Let's be honest. And let me get to this next one. Women are no different than men, but y'all have literally made points about why men should be able to have more than one woman. And y'all say it's because we're different. Yes, because we are. We're black men. We come from Africa. The way we are built is men are not supposed to be with just one woman.
It's against your birthright. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't say this to women. I mostly say this to men, but I'm gonna say it. It's again. Listen, it's your birthright to have more than one. You're designed for more than one. You're supposed to be fruitful.
Daryl said we're no different. He said we were no different as far as attraction and beauty and sex. That's what he meant. Y'all are no different than us as far as flirting, saying, "Oh, you know what? That person looks nice." That's what they meant as far as the beauty. But we are the same in certain ways, but we're more different than we are the same.
No, men and women are not the same. We don't even go through the same stuff every month. I'm not gonna sit there and say that. No, we're not. But a man is designed. A man is designed for many. A woman is designed for one.
Been statistically proven women cheat.
No, let me tell you something.
Flirt
There's more women than it is men on Earth. And if you add in all the homosexuals that they creating and they supporting, it's gonna be ridiculous. Now, if you go on the farm right now, you're gonna see one bull and you're gonna see 20 cows, if not 50. That bull got to mate with all those cows because he overpopulated and he got to reproduce. There's more women than there are men. So a man this is birthright. It's a bull's birthright to have many cows. It's simple math, but and every religion support it. You tell me one religion that don't support that.
Christianity.
And
it does. It's in their Bible. Solomon had more than one wife.
Even if every woman on this world had
their
own man, say every girl on this earth wanted to have a boyfriend or husband, there's not enough of us because they outnumber us so much. So it's not possible for. So pretty much, ladies, if you want to be happy, you gotta share.
But listen, wait. Let me tell you something. A lot of the men ain't even requiring them to share. We're just requiring them to shut the hell up and not do so much. Don't be coming out cheating and you flirting. And listen. Wait. Listen, let me tell you something. When a woman get married to a man, she take his last name. That means she go up under his household and she's supposed to submit to him in his household. She's supposed to teach his kids to submit to him in his household. She's second in command. She's not first in command. That's like you driving a car down the street and somebody keep reaching at the steering wheel. You're going to wreck. And everybody that's in the back seat and everybody in the car going to be perished. That's what we got going on. They reaching at the steering wheel while we trying to drive. And what I can't understand is this. I be talking to married women and they speak so filthy and so disgusting about men, but your best friend is a man. How can you talk so bad about men when you married and your best friend is a man? Have you ever met a person that loved dogs? Then you start talking shit about dogs and they agree with you? No, they love dogs. Do you really love the men like you say you do?
Here's a good comment. We all could just be open. Men could share. Women could share. Let me let you in on a secret. We all are sharing. The way everybody's acting right now, everybody's sharing. Just to let you in on a little secret. Go ahead, Jonathan.
My mindset and my view and my moral, the way that I was brought up and the things that I saw, don't support a man having two wives. And the reason that I say that was because the man in my life was my grandfather. And what I saw from him was he made sure that my grandmother had everything that she needed. He took care of the house. My granddad from an early age had me and my brother on top of the roof taking off the shingles and learning how to put the shingles on there. And if the driveway got a hole in it, he was out there fixing the driveway, and the car broke down, he was the one out there fixing the car. And he really didn't have time to put himself in with another woman because he was taking care of the house and he was taking care of the car and stuff like that. And historically, there were cultures that if there was overpopulation, if it was too many women, historically they would get rid of the child. They would kill off the child if it was too many men or too many women. See, I think what the problem is with society and the way it is now is that we have gotten really rid of history. We people dibbled and dabbled in things that historically have been correct and historically have worked. Like a man is supposed to be with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Period. A man is not supposed to be with a man. A woman is not supposed to be with a woman. A man is supposed to be with a woman because we're here to procreate. We're here to teach. We're here to mentor. We are here to guide. That's what our job is. The woman is the nurturer. She's there to nurture the child, nurture the household, nurture the house. That's what she's there for.
Right.
And see, it's very hard in some of these religions when you really think about it, when you break it down, when a man has two wives, I kind of look at that man as being weak because you're not strong enough to deal with that woman. Because if this woman right here pisses you off, you have that woman to go over there to make you feel better. What the fuck are you feeling better for when you left this woman over here in her emotions that you haven't dealt with?
Well, let me explain something. Let me say something. I don't want two wives.
Me.
Listen, I'm being honest with you. I just want one. But all I'm saying is this. It is a man's birthright. I'm not saying I want two. See, whenever you talk to your wife and y'all agree, it's you and me, baby. Yes. Then you can't have more than one wife because you already said, all I want is you. All I need is you. Okay? But men have become such cowards that they go cheat. After they told her, all I want is you. All I need is you. I do not want more than one woman in my household as my wife. I don't need that. That's not a requirement that I need, but I'm not saying that I need it. All I'm saying is it's our birthright, but not saying you gotta apply that. But it proves in the sheer numbers that it's your birthright. I'm not saying because I don't require that. I do not.
But see, the thing is that we take one thing in life and we run with it because it sounds good. Like the problem and what we were tapping on is the independent women and the dependent women. And see the difference, one of the key differences is that an independent woman has to work for what she needs.
Exactly.
She has to work for her independence. She has to work for her mindset. She has to work for her spirituality. See, a dependent woman, she ain't got to work because she can, think about it. Like if a woman goes out there and gets her body done and she, you know what I'm saying, she looks different. She's shaped like a Coke bottle. She got a fat ass, big titties, nice hair. She's got a really nice face. She can use that. She's going to have a different type of echelon nigga. She's not going to have the same type of niggas. And part of the problem is like I said, storytelling. Niggas go out here and they tell all these stories like, oh, baby, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. But at the end of the day, you can't really keep up. You can't keep up with the stories that you tell.
But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The biggest problem in our community, and I'm gonna say it, the black man is not valued. The black woman is taught to be valued. She taught to do what the fuck she want, when she want, and somebody's going to excuse her. The black man, he is not valued. They don't even value themselves. That's why they run around being sips, because they don't even value themselves. And it ain't a requirement for you to even value them. Like the woman I was talking about earlier. She didn't call me. She didn't text me. She didn't say shit. And everybody she meet gonna tell her it's okay. But if I was to do that to a woman, and I told my mama that, yeah, I met this girl, she was real nice, she was cool and everything, I just didn't call her back. I just didn't feel like being involved with her. Nobody gonna tell me that's okay. That's why women act the way they act, because people like you. But when a woman do it, it's okay. That's our biggest problem. I keep telling these black men, start valuing yourself. I tell them, first thing we got to stop doing is being stepdaddies. That's the first thing you got to stop doing. Because once you stop being stepdaddies and they realize men are just not going to come and save you, once you then laid down with a loser and made a child, they will take sex seriously, more seriously. But while they know that they got 9 lives and that they can lay down with this man, lay down with this man, lay down with this man, and a man that's weak because he don't value himself, still going to come in there and say, well, I'm going to still be there for you because it's the right thing. And everybody, all the women in his family gonna support him. Yeah, you a good man. You doing something you don't have to do. You don't. No, I'm telling the dude, stop that shit. Start valuing yourself and let her go back to the man she chose. Live
But
with
see,
your
James,
fucking decision.
and James, we talked about this yesterday. Like, it's a slave mentality.
Right, and
It's
right
that
before we
slave
get into
mentality.
that, though,
It's
these comments then got quiet. I don't know if y'all noticed, but these comments got quiet. Go ahead.
it's the slave mentality.
Yeah.
You know, Massa does such a good job, and like I said, the women that I was talking to today, which I tell her all the time, like you are such a rarity. Like it's rare for a man to talk to an actual woman. One of the things that we talked about earlier today was Massa is the government now. See, they changed the game.
Yeah.
See, like if a woman has Section 8, she can't have another man stand there. You know what I'm saying? Massa said, no, you can't take my money and have this man living there with you. Even though society says the median to be in poverty is less than $50,000. Even if it's two of y'all and y'all make under $50,000 and y'all love each other and y'all want to raise a family together and stuff like that. Master said no. Master said you can't have this man living in your house, even though you don't meet the median requirements to be above. So Massa has changed from we gonna whip your ass to we gonna separate the black family to black women talking about I'm gonna go with this white man over here because white. See, you've allowed this one particular race and this one particular government to separate your whole family. The dependent women do not want to work. They don't want to work on anything. They want the easier route, which is why they go out there and get their body done. They're going out here buying $800 wigs. They're going out here getting their nails and toes done every week because they're trying to attract this certain kind of man. And what I tell women is this: I am a people watcher. I watch what y'all do. I watch what women do. When I go out, I'm watching what women do. I'm watching the niggas that you talk to. I'm watching these things because as a man, when I see you doing some thought shit, I already put you in a thought category because a woman wouldn't do that. A woman that has self-respect about herself, that really wants to have a husband, she ain't going on Facebook twerking her fat ass every 5 minutes and shit like that. She ain't doing that shit. She's not going to be on there doing them side poses and shit like that because you're attracting a different kind of man, that the masculine man, the alpha man, the man that is a man. You're attracting something that he doesn't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with drama. My house is peaceful. I don't want to deal with we sitting here chilling and now your bitch ass baby dad popping up trying to be father of the fucking year. I ain't trying to deal with that whole ass shit.
I'm glad you brought that shit up. And
I ain't trying to deal with your little stalking ass, bum ass ex nigga that he I'm gonna kill myself if you don't want to be with me. The bitch, go kill yourself. And let me have your women that you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no a man is not gonna want to deal with that shit. A man is not gonna want to feel like he has to have competition with these other men because you still want to go out here every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning and you want to post a story on there where you out here twerking. A man doesn't want to deal with that because there's an intimacy thing that comes in there. Like, I don't want another man to know what my woman's body looks like.
Exactly. It's a mating call. I told them that.
But these simp ass niggas, they like that shit. And they're posers. They pose themselves as a man. They do things that, they get a car, they get a crib, they get the median requirements to be looked at as a man, but you don't have the moral standing as a man does. You don't walk like a man, you don't talk like a man, you don't have that oomph like a man, you don't have that. But you're a poser.
Let me say something. I'm gonna tell you a story right quick, and I'm gonna leave. I gotta go after this. I met a woman. You might call her my soulmate. When I met her, we share the same principles, same characteristics. We talked for about 3 weeks. She came to my house. She stayed. I cooked for her. We had a great time. We made love and all this good stuff. After about the 4th time of us laying together, she looked at me and she said, "I gotta tell you something." Now we've been on the phone every day for 3 weeks. I said, what is it? She said, I know I told you we're going to be honest with each other. We're going to tell the truth. I can't stand liars. I said, yes, you said that, but I got to tell you. So I said, what is it? She said, I got a OnlyFans page. I said, oh, yeah? She said, yeah. And I said, what's on it? The times got hard in 2020, and I was giving my ex some head on there. And how you feel about that? I said, you don't qualify. She said, what? I said, I'm looking for a wife. If I'm going to be with a woman at my age, you don't qualify to be my wife. Because, no, the man you was with was too weak. He let you do something that is despicable. You got to go back and be with that man because you made decisions like he was going to be your man forever. And you made decisions with him. You need to go back and be with him. She had a father in her life. She had a 2-parent household. She had everything. She's soft-spoken. She could cook. You know what I'm saying? Everything about her was right. But one decision that a man allowed her to make and she allowed herself to make, now you his property. Thank you for everything that you did. And I knew you was a freak the way you was in them sheets. But thank you for everything you did. And you don't qualify. I can't see us going no farther. I lost interest after you told me that.
The one thing that I want to say about that is I try hard not to judge people on who they were yesterday. Because one of the problems is that that's what we deal with felons. Like when felons get out of jail, we're still judging them for the crime that they committed. Society is still fucking them over. And we as people, I can't judge somebody on what you did yesterday. I have to judge you on who you are at this moment and where you are going from there. Because the problem is we're human, we're mortal, we make mistakes, we do shit because we're emotional, and most of the time when we make mistakes, it's because it's an act of desperation because we can't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
John,
so
you think I'm a man? Look, you think I'm gonna marry a woman that got a video online giving another man's head? I'm sorry, I'm not.
She could delete it. She could delete it. And
it's on OnlyFans.
You could delete it though.
I don't know if she can or not, but
yeah,
I'm not marrying a woman that is on. Somebody could have a copy of it. You can make copies of that stuff.
I mean, I get it, but think about this. Think about this. No. Just think about this part. The pimp game has changed. Niggas are buying pictures of bitches. Niggas is buying pictures of bitches that ain't even the chick that you getting the picture from. Like motherfuckers is Photoshop shit. Niggas is beating they meat just because they seen a chick walk in the mall. Like it's so much fucked up shit that niggas are doing out here. I think you probably missed your soulmate, man, because
no, John. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, John, there's 3 types of females. No, listen. There's 3 types of females. There's wives, there's concubines, and there's whores.
Oh man.
There's nothing else. And you gotta know a wife is hard to come by. But until they make prostitution legal and polygamy legal, everybody gonna pretend like they're a wife. And that's why we got so many people in divorce court. Certain things, a wife, but that's just my personal opinion. I'm just telling you, that's what happened to me. And I'm telling all these young girls, y'all make decisions with men that's not fit. You make decisions with men that's not fit, that when a fit man come along that can give you everything you said you were looking for, you disqualified.
I agree with a lot of what you said. I also agree with if that man really respected you, why would he let you have the OnlyFans page instead of supporting you as the man that he's supposed to do?
Why
could care about money more?
But
if she cared about money,
if she was in a financial bind and she needed a couple $100, he should be man enough. Like here's a couple $100. Take this money. Maybe she go stay with your parents for a couple months. Because there's no way I do one of my baby mamas like that. You know, there's been times where I needed a couple $100 and
exactly. But she was with a weak ass man, and she got weak ass results that made her and that man tied together forever. Now him and her tied together forever. She need to go be with that man. That's what I'm saying. We can't keep opening our arms and accepting women in after they didn't being marked by another man. I'm not doing it no more. And I'm preaching to all my brothers and telling them, listen, we got to start stepping up. We got to start appreciating ourselves. We got to start realizing you're the prize. She is not the prize. You are the prize. You're the head of the household. You can change things, but you got to start appreciating yourself and valuing yourself. Hey, brother, y'all have a blessed night. I'm out of here. This Cyan. Y'all be blessed.
Yeah, I'm out here. 2 Hit Show Podcast. We on all social media platforms. We're definitely gonna do a part 2 and get some women on the next one. Because I know after I edit this, they gonna be all fucked up after I get this shit going. But all right, Jonathan, I'm gonna holler at you. Hit Show Podcast. We out.